I was going to say that if you're unsuccessful one year, it doesn't mean that you're not a suitable candidate for training, or you're not a suitable clinical psychologist or therapist in general. There's their professions that way. It is just a very highly competitive environment, and it may not be here this time, but many courses will give feedback to help you develop for the next year.
We do recognise that it's a really tough process, and also that we're not always going to get it right. It's very difficult for us to get a really good sense of somebody and their ability and their readiness for training, whatever means of selection we use. So we're not always going to get it right. And so if you're not successful, it doesn't necessarily mean that you aren't suitable.
Sometimes you won't be successful, as you know, as we've all kind of alluded to, and that isn't, you haven't failed. And in fact, if you go and get more experience, that may not be to tick a box next time, but it actually will probably help you when you do, if you do move into the world of clinical psychology and in training. Experience can support you during training, it can support you in practice. And so it's not a terrible thing to go back into the world and, you know, take on some of the responsibilities or do something. Yeah, I think it's hard to see it as an opportunity when you haven't got something that you've worked so hard to get. But, you know, if you can at all, you know, think of that silver lining, do a bit of CBT and, you know, and yeah, take it forward like that if you can.